Okay, so these last two pages are sketching graphs, but we're going to do some of it with some rough draft skills, and then we'll finish up with the graphing calculator. Okay, so first of all, it starts off with 2x squared minus 18, and I'm sorry that the formulas aren't all coming through, but you could factor that by taking out a 2, and that's going to leave x squared minus 9. But then x squared minus 9 is a perfect, the difference of two perfect squares. So that's going to come out to be x plus 3, x minus 3. And then this one is a perfect square trinomial. So that's going to be x plus 1, x plus 1. Okay, so I factor the numerator, I factor the denominator. The degree of the top is 2. The degree of the denominator is 2. So it's each DC. Exponents are the same. Divide the coefficients. So that has a 2, that has a 1. So that's going to be, y equals 2. So I know that I can come in here with a horizontal asymptote at 2. Okay, my x-intercepts are found by setting the numerator equal to 0. So that's going to be x equals 3 and negative 3. Okay, so I can come in here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My vertical asymptotes are found by setting the denominator equal to 0. So that's going to be x at 1 and negative 1. So then there should be some at x equals 1, whoops, negative 1, x equals 1. This was y equals 2, okay. So there was nothing, so this is none, nothing reduced out. So then I'm just left with the last part. And there's some other methods of doing this, but this is a faster way to do this. Okay, so I've typed this into my graphing calculator. And what I am seeing is, did I type that in right? Yep, okay. This part's gonna nestle right in here. And then this is gonna nestle right in here. Okay. All right, let's look at this last one on this page. So right off the bat, I'm going to do this side really quick. This is x to the third, and that's x squared. Okay, so this is bigger on top. So the n means that there is none. So there is not a horizontal asymptote on this one. And the only factoring I could do is this is a difference of two perfect squares. So this is x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so then my x-intercept is at 0. My vertical asymptote is at x equals 2 and negative 2. So let me put that in. So negative 2 and positive 2. Let's see what else I've got. There was no removable discontinuity. Okay, so let's look at this guy. Okay, this one's got some craziness going on. But it is following that pattern. So there is a bit of a turnaround happening. So there must be a slant discontinuity going on. but we haven't even talked about that yet. Then this has kind of a cubic thing happening here in the middle. So there's my 0, and then it has that going on. So you should have a graph something like that. Okay, now the back has this keep on practicing. So if you will attempt this problem, pause the video, and then turn the video back on and check your work. Okay, so I do want to point out that when you factored this, this is one of the ones that has a removable discontinuity finally. So here we are at x equals -2. So go through and check out the rest of this. This is just one of the first ones that we've had with a removable discontinuity. Okay, so now if you will do the same thing for the bottom one, try to get as many of those pieces as you can, pause the video, and then once you have gotten as far as you can get, come back and check your work. So this had both a horizontal asymptote, had 2 vertical asymptotes, had all sorts of things going on. And this was the difference of 2 perfect squares. Now they were different, so nothing would factor out, so that it didn't have a removable discontinuity. But this is the sketch of that graph. All right, I hope that helps.